All right, so Resident Evil tier list. Number 1 is 4. There it is. It's got the European cover. All right, RE4. We're going there. We're absolutely going here. This is where we're going. S rank. If we're going by this ranking system, can I put it like in between? Can I put it like here? No, it's got to go there. I need a new tier. Master Street Fighter tier, Resident Evil 4. MSF is Master Street Fighter. It's the highest rank you can possibly have. XS. Resident Evil Remake. Absolutely Resident Evil Remake. The GameCube RE Remake. Yeah, I think remastered, RE1 remaster remake, that's the same game. XS and S is so close, you know? I don't think RE2 is as refined as an XS, so I put RE2. If I had to leave these under like the S rank, they're all S rank. But if we're going to split these up a little bit, if we're gonna, right? I'm gonna put, I put Resident Evil 2 Remake just like a 0.01 under Resident Evil Remake. Too many tiers? Nah. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. And to be honest, with this system, bam. No, I'm thinking about it. I'm more thinking this. No, I think, oh God. This is tough. This shit's hard. Maybe we should add more. No, we're devaluing the tiers. We're devaluing what the tiers mean, okay? We don't need more tiers, all right? Yes, I think this is good. Yeah, if we count from left to right, yes. I think that's fair. So what else have we got? Resident Evil 5. Resident Evil 5 co-op. RE5 co-op, I think deserves a lot more credit than the shit it gets. Actually, I've never played RE5 single player, so I couldn't even tell you. I couldn't even tell you what that game is like, how much of a friggin' slog RE5 is without co-op, because I've only ever played it with co-op. Co-op, that game is great. In my opinion, RE5 is probably one of the best co-op games there is. It's really good. Luckily, I've not played every single one of these games, just some. Resident Evil 3. I think RE5 is a little bit more fun than RE3. It's a controversial opinion, but there's an asterisk next to RE5. Co-op only. RE3 is right after. Right after. But they're both, in my opinion, it's an A. It's like a 9 out of 10. It's like a 9 out of 10. Does anything else deserve to be here? Yes, the original Resident Evil. There you go. This is good. I am confident about the decisions that are being made here today. I like where this is going. I think this is good, and I'm excited. Because after this is where it starts to get pretty hairy. Revelations 2 is definitely a B. Solid effort. This game definitely doesn't feel as good as some of the mainline Resident Evils, but I think Revelations 2 is a good, fun game that's worth playing. And to be honest, I'd probably put Revelations 1 right after it, because I see why people like Rev 1. I just didn't like it a lot, but I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's a bad game. It just never grabbed me that some other people did. Maybe my mind will change. Now here's the thing, I haven't played a lot of Outbreak, but I've seen a lot of the game. I've seen people play it. And I can acknowledge that RE Outbreak is an actually pretty interesting and engaging sort of game, right? Which is why I'd also give it a B. I don't think that's a C rank. I think Outbreak is a solid B. It deserves to be right around there. Right around there. Is it the best? It's not. But I think there's elements in there that are interesting. What do we have left? You know what? This might be a controversial opinion. I once again have to give credit where credit is due. I did it. RE6 does a lot of shit really well, but it never comes together. It never at any point comes together. It's the lowest rank of the Bs. The lowest of the Bs. But the gameplay mechanics in 6, you can't deny, of all the action-oriented Resident Evils, the gameplay mechanics in RE6 are really good. They're really good. I don't like RE6 that much, but here's my defense of giving it a B. The gunplay, the movement, the mobility, they were going for a big-ass, over-the-top action game. It is not Resident Evil, but for what they're able to do, a lot of the character abilities and unique traits that they have are actually pretty fun. Good combat and gameplay, bad level design, interesting zombies at least. Like, there's some interesting zombies in there, but it's goofy. You know, you thought RE5 was goofy? Like, jeez, man. Like, RE6 is RE5, but RE6 takes itself way too seriously for having a giraffe getting blown by a manatee on the cover. Its tone is terrible. Like, the China setting is so bad. There's some parts that are really good, but there's parts of this game that are actually not bad. Like, they were onto some shit. Unfortunately, it was all in the wrong game. It was in the wrong damn game. So I'm confident in that decision. RE0 does not deserve to be a B. Nah, I would rather play Resident Evil 6 or Revelations 2 or Outbreak than play RE0 again. I've played RE0 twice on stream, full playthrough, but the gameplay mechanics in RE0, it looks better than Remake, like visually, and its environments are awesome. I really, really, really like RE0's environments and some of their bosses. It's great. Some of this shit's great. Unfortunately, the inventory management and the partner system literally ruin the game. Ruins any chance of any enjoyment that the other stuff could do. It didn't matter how good the environments look, how sick that opening is. Like, oh my God, dude, the opening of the game where you're going through the train car is amazing, dude. It's so good. And then by the end of the train car, you're getting enough items in your inventory to be exposed to what the game is setting you up. You're like, well, what do I do with this shit? I literally just have to dump it on the ground in like a sidecar and come back for it. So it's like, wait, do I have to do that for the whole game? And then you have to manage the other character. I will fight you tooth and bone. RE0 is a bad game that looks amazing. Bad game. Every time I've beaten it, I'm glad that shit's over. I'm glad this shit is over. Same can be said about Code Veronica. But I'd rather play Resident Evil 0 than Code Veronica again. I'd rather deal with Billy and Becky than have to deal with Steve fucking Burnside whining and chirping the entire game, or having to backtrack to get the most stupid thing. So the enemies just be so shitty. There's an earthquake and oh God, man. I don't like Code Veronica. Code Veronica is a mega negative buenus in my opinion. I felt that way when I played it. I played it the day it came out. And even after playing RE2, RE3, and RE1 before Code Veronica, I was super hyped for this game. I loved it. Holy shit. Why is it a C? Hang on with me. It's a C because it still executes the Resident Evil traditional gameplay elements. Between go here, unlock this, get this, do it. Yeah, like right, the old RE2, RE3, and RE0 elements, right? It's got all those. It still is a Resident Evil game. It's a Resident Evil game, which makes it like enjoyable to, other than me just dropping the game at the start, it still has the Resident Evil gameplay hook, you know? It's got the thing that grabs you, which is the whole aspect of Resident Evil. Oh, I am progressing the game by doing this. Like, progression feels good at least. However, the progression is so terribly paced that it doesn't nearly as satisfying as any of the other static camera angle Resident Evils. At least for me personally. That's where I put Code Veronica. It gets a C because at least it's in a situation where it's salvageable. Because it's still Resident Evil. It's still, if it was like a light gun game or some shit, then no, I would not. I would definitely not. I'm not gonna put the games that I don't know much about. Like I know Merc 3D is like barely like an action game, right? It's just a like a mini game. I don't think I'm gonna do Mercenaries 3D. Because Mercenaries is one of the best parts of RE5. Like, these games are weird, man. Dead Aim is fucking weird, man. And I haven't seen Outbreak 2, so I can't, I haven't played any of these games, and not enough to make like a decision on how, because at the end of this, like what's gonna happen is the games that are below a D rating are getting deleted from everyone's memory. However, I have played Umbrella Chronicles 1, but Umbrella Chronicles faithfully recreates Resident Evil 1's and 2's environments in 3D. There's some parts of that game I actually like. I'm gonna put this here. I think Umbrella Chronicles is at least somewhat salvageable, right? At least somewhat. The Dark Side Chronicles is almost unplayable trash because the camera's moving around over the place. They have a light gun game where you can't aim at anything. We tried playing Raccoon City again with like 4 players. We had a moment where we tried playing through Raccoon City, and it was so fucking boring, dude. I don't even think we could get past, like, Nikolai. I think that was one of the first boss fights in the game. I don't even think we can get past Nikolai. It was so boring. And the boss fight took so long. It wasn't that it was hard, it's that it was arduous and shitty. The game is just bad. It's got some decent visuals, right? It's got some okay visuals, but that's a D. There's some parts that are cool. The fact that it's in Raccoon City, the fact that they try to stick in the lore. Like, there's a cool shootout at the start in a lab that's kind of fun, but I beat Orc, and I never again. I tried going back into the PC version because I played Orc on console, and I was like, yeah, let's 4-player the PC version. 4-player the PC version, it should be fun. It was not fun. I think this goes here, and then it's these two. I think we have our winner. No, Gun Survivor is like the worst. That game's so bad. Gun Survivor is so bad. Like I said, Darkside Chronicles would have been really cool if the camera wasn't the worst thing in the world. Like, actually the worst thing in the world. It is trash, dude. We're gonna add cinematic shaky cam to the entire game. We're gonna ruin the whole game, regardless of all the cool scenarios where you and Krauser are, you know, working in Africa and all these moments that are kind of neat that they're fleshing out the story a little bit, but then you have to play the game. And I don't even want to play it. Camera is so shaky, the frame rate's so bad, it is just broken at a fundamental level. Not a fundamental level. Not fun. I can only get past it so much until I want to throw up. Umbrella Corps is the biggest, like, what the fuck? Like, this is... Are we kidding? Really? What? Why? Who?
It becomes extremely fast-paced and extremely heart-wrenching, especially when you're getting close to the end. When you're getting close to the end.
I'll never let him live it down. I won't let Steve live it down. He's too much of a friend. Who wanted this? What's going on? This game felt like there were people that were working in departments at Capcom that had nothing to do, so we need to give them something to do. It's like, oh, we still haven't figured out RE Engine to make things actually look good. So we're just gonna give these guys, we're gonna have them make it in Unity, because we can't be paying employees if they're doing nothing. What a weird game. And then Gun Survivor is just a piece of shit. This game is like Doom, but terrible. Like, there's an episode of AVGN on this game. It is just fucking bad. I remember playing it for probably 5 minutes on PlayStation when I was just like, Gun Survivor, what is this thing? Played it for about 5 minutes before the controls made me never want to again. Ever want to again. So that's, this is my concrete de facto. It's crazy that we've been waiting this long for someone to make a tier list on something, much less Resident Evil games. Finally, we get someone to walk in here, to step up, to slam their hand on their Vertigear chair and tell you, finally, we get someone to show up and tell you what you should feel. It's about damn time. And I'm here to tell you that you should feel that Resident Evil 4 is the master Street Fighter of Resident Evil games.